The universe is not chaos, nor is it a mere scattering of stars tossed at random into the dark. If you could step back, far enough to dwarf the distance between galaxies, you would see something astonishing. You would see order, structure, the grand architecture of existence itself. Galaxies are not isolated entities. They are woven along the threads of a vast cosmic web. This is the universe's hidden tapestry. Galaxies, filaments, and voids, binding all things from the smallest grain of dust to the great river of stars that we call the Milky Way. To understand the great cosmic structures is to pull back the drape covering the origin, evolution, and possibility of everything. Why do galaxies cluster? Why do they spiral and shimmer, or clash and merge? What lies in the enormous voids, the dark deserts between the luminous rivers? And what mysterious force sculpts the universe, quiet, unseen, yet all-powerful? Join us as we journey from the earliest chaos through the formation of galaxies as islands in the void, along the filaments of the cosmic web, and into the vast nothingness that defines the edges. We will peer into the heart of matter and illuminate the dance of the invisible dark, charting the boundaries of what we know and what remains mystery. Let us begin at the beginning, centuries before galaxies or stars, before even the first atom. The universe was once an almost perfect sea of uniform matter. Nearly 14 billion years ago, the cosmos burst into existence in the Big Bang, setting the stage for everything to come. For several 100,000 years, the universe was too dense, too hot, and too chaotic for matter to settle into distinct forms. It was, to our eyes, featureless, a boiling, foggy expanse of primal energy, hydrogen and helium all flowing as one. But the story of structure begins not with uniformity, but with subtle imperfection. Even in those earliest days, there were tiny ripples, minuscule differences in density. These fluctuations, barely 1 part in 100,000, are imprinted on the universe's first light, the cosmic microwave background. Like the first brushstrokes on a blank canvas, these ancient ripples seeded the cosmos with possibility. Gravity is the architect's hand. Over millions, then billions of years, the slight overdensities began to tug at their surroundings. Matter fell toward the densest regions, pulled inexorably by gravity, growing the seed of structure grain by grain and atom by atom. Slowly, matter coalesced, clustering into knots and streams in the river of time. These growing lumps, the first halos of dark matter and gas, became the cradles of the first galaxies. Galaxies, then, are children of gravity and time, born from the slow and patient accretion of matter. As gas cooled within these dark matter halos, it condensed, spinning and fragmenting into dense clouds. Deep within these clouds, stars began to ignite. Some galaxies were dwarfed, numbering a few million stars. Others were titans, with hundreds of billions. Over billions of years, galaxies grew not in solitude, but together, colliding, merging, devouring one another in cosmic dances. These encounters left behind spiral arms and elliptical forms, bars and bulges, shapes sculpted by titanic gravitational tides. Our own home, the Milky Way, is just one of perhaps 2 trillion galaxies spread across the observable universe. Its spiral arms wind around a glowing nucleus, home to more than 100 billion stars. Yet the Milky Way is ordinary, even modest, against the vast multitude. Some galaxies, like Andromeda, will one day merge with our own, becoming something new. Others will be lost to the darkness forever. But the universe's structure is not simply an aggregation of galaxies. To see the true pattern, we must zoom farther outward, farther than any single island of stars. For galaxies are not sprinkled at random, but collect along invisible lines, vast interconnected filaments that wind through the cosmos, forming the greatest structure humanity has ever glimpsed. This is the cosmic web. Imagine a spider's web, stretched over light years. The filaments are strands of galaxies and, crucially, the invisible dark matter that anchors them. The nodes, where filaments intersect, form clusters of incredible mass, galaxies numbering in the thousands, such as the Virgo supercluster. The web stretches across billions of light-years, its pattern revealed only recently, as surveys have mapped ever greater distances in 3 dimensions. The filaments themselves are bridges through the dark, conveying not only galaxies but the raw matter from which they grow. They are pipelines, highways of gas and dark matter, feeding the growth of clusters at their nodes. In between run the voids, vast, nearly empty expanses that separate the filaments in clusters. Some voids stretch hundreds of millions of light-years, home to little more than a stray galaxy or two, and a thin fog of dark matter. Within these cosmic deserts exist regions more empty than any place on Earth. From this vantage, the universe is not homogeneous. It is deeply, fundamentally structured. Clumps of galaxies are strung like beads along glowing rivers, bounded by the emptiness of the voids. This pattern, the cosmic web, emerges naturally from the modest ripples in the early universe, amplified by gravity across cosmic ages. But to understand this architecture, we must confront something even more mysterious. For all the galaxies and stars we observe, they are but a fraction of the universe's total matter. Ordinary matter, atoms, molecules, stars, and gas, comprises just around 5% of everything that exists. The rest is invisible. Most of the mass resides in dark matter. Dark matter does not shine or emit any light. It cannot be seen directly, yet its fingerprints mark every aspect of cosmic structure. From the rotation curves of galaxies to the bending of light in gravitational lensing. Dark matter's pull provides the gravitational framework upon which all visible structures are built. Galaxies would not cluster, filaments would not form, and voids would not open wide without its hidden mass. Computer simulations, such as the famed Millennium Run, model the universe by tracing the evolution of dark matter. The resulting web of dark strands, knots, and voids matches the large-scale distribution of galaxies we observe, painting a picture of a cosmos shaped by the unseen. To untangle the cosmic web, astronomers have become cartographers of the distant universe. Massive surveys, such as the Sloan Digital Sky Survey and the Dark Energy Spectroscopic Instrument, scan the skies, mapping the positions and motions of millions of galaxies in 3 dimensions. These cosmic maps reveal the intricate artistry of the universe, exposing not chaos, but geometry, patterns connecting galaxies across hundreds of millions of light-years. In these maps, the filaments and nodes glow with the density of galaxies. The voids yawn dark and vast, seen as empty patches or missing threads. With every new survey, our cosmic map grows more detailed, more beautiful, confirming the grand design first glimpsed in the patterns of the microwave sky. Through this cartography, humanity steps back to see the universe as it is, woven, majestic, and deeply interconnected. Now, as we contemplate the true scale of these structures, a sense of awe is inescapable. The Milky Way, our galactic home, is but one thread within the incomprehensible vastness of the Laniakea supercluster, itself a mere segment of one filament among many. Every star, every planet, every being, all are gathered along these strands, bound up in the same cosmic story. The matter in your body, the stardust of ancient supernova, all traces back through this web, through the nodes, the filaments, and the deep, silent voids. Our journey from chaos to order, from uniformity to the complexity of galaxies and clusters, is the tale not only of the universe's evolution, but of our own. The whisper of primordial chaos, amplified by gravity, has given birth to everything we know. The invisible hand of dark matter, silent but omnipresent, connects every corner of space. The mapping of this great architecture brings us closer, not just to the cosmos, but to the source of our own being. We are not separate from the cosmic web. We are extensions of it. We are threads in a tapestry that stretches beyond imagination or time, each of us a temporary arrangement of atoms, forged in the rivers and knots of the universe, fleeting and magnificent. The very structure that shapes the path of galaxies also shapes the destiny of stars, planets, and life itself. And as we look forward, great mysteries remain. What truly is dark matter? What is the true extent of the web? Beyond our observable horizon, do filaments stretch on forever? How did the first galaxies ignite? And what is the fate of voids as the universe expands without cease? Every discovery, every new map, is a step along the strand, traversing the architecture of the cosmos, unraveling the secrets of the greatest structure ever built. In the end, the universe is more than a collection of stars and galaxies. It is alive with pattern and connection, an intricate, beautiful, and incomprehensible design. We, inhabitants of a single spiral galaxy, are witness to this magnificence. And by mapping the web, by simulating the hidden dance of dark matter, by measuring the distances and flows of galaxies, we are learning to read the greatest story ever written, the story of the cosmic web. In this story, every filament, every void, every bead of starlight tells a part of the whole. And in understanding that whole, we glimpse our place, both infinitesimal and essential. The universe's structure and void, matter and dark, chaos and order, woven together by the most fundamental forces, across the unfathomable span of cosmic time. So tonight, when you look up at the night sky, remember that the stars twinkling overhead are not isolated. They are knots in a web, beads on a string, echoes of ancient ripples amplified by gravity, and shaped by the invisible scaffold of dark matter. Remember that every galaxy, cluster, and supercluster is but one thread in the universe's great design, a design that stretches across eternity, and of which we are an intimate, wondrous part. Through these revelations, the universe ceases to be distant and cold. It becomes immediate, intricate, even familiar. The cosmic web embraces us, spans beneath and beyond us, shaping the fate of every particle and every galaxy, every star that shines, and every story that is told. As we end this journey through grand structure, we find ourselves at a crossroads of knowledge and wonder. We have traced the birth of cosmic architecture, followed the rise and merging of galaxies, crossed vast rivers of starlight from cluster to cluster, floated through the profound emptiness of voids, felt the pull of invisible matter, and charted the splendor of the universe in unprecedented detail. Yet the cosmic web is more than science. It is a tapestry of stories, woven out of gravity, dark matter, light, and time. We are, all of us, threads within this cosmic weave. Our home, the Milky Way, rests quietly upon the strands, one gleaming bead in the unimaginable tapestry of Laniakea, the immeasurable, heavenly horizon that is our supercluster. All across the skies, the filaments stretch out, carrying with them not only galaxies, but the legacy of the earliest days, and the limitless potential of the world yet to be. And just as the cosmic web holds galaxies in its threads, so too does it hold promise, that by unraveling its mysteries we may come to know ourselves, and this universe, more deeply than ever before. For beyond every filament and void, a greater mystery still beckons us forward, a puzzle of light so ancient, so profound, that it reveals the very beginnings of all structure. So, as you contemplate the night, know that we too are part of a story that stretches from the first whisper of light, through the growth of galaxies, along the threads of the web, and out into the vastness of expectation. The universe is not just where we are, it is how we are built, and tomorrow we journey once more, not out but back to the faintest glow, older than the first star, older than every galaxy. Tomorrow we listen for the message carried across the shadow of time itself, the universe's oldest light, and the secrets it yet reveals. This is our home. This is the cosmos, woven, structured, mysterious, and endlessly beautiful.